Morning. Good morning. After Kaja, I think what to say, but tomorrow Estonia is celebrating 108th anniversary of our Independence Day. And actually, we gained our independence during the independence war against Russia, and we were victorious. So we celebrate tomorrow this important day. But I can say as well that without European Union and NATO membership, I couldn't stand here as a representative of the free country. Because unfortunately, these grey areas between Russia and NATO and the European Union, they have been always like the green light for Russian aggression. We saw the Georgia 2008, and actually tomorrow we are celebrating as well the 4 years full-scale war with all the atrocities against Ukraine. Well, actually this war started already in 2014. I don't need to educate you. But what we see is that Putin is not changing the goal at all. And more attacks against the civil people. I was just in Kyiv a couple of weeks ago, and the situation is really hard. But Ukrainians are fighting, and also Ukrainians winning us time. And we need to understand that we need Ukraine more than Ukraine needs us now in the meaning of the future, because we need to bring Ukraine in, we need to bring Moldova in, we need to bring many other countries into the European Union, because this is a historical momentum. And Europe must be united, must be stronger. And as I said, these grey areas, neutrality and whatever we call it, is just a green light for Putin to continue. That's why I'm waiting for today that the 20th sanction package will be adopted. And it must be strong. And the core of this sanction package is full maritime service ban. And it must be decided today or during the night before tomorrow, because otherwise it's very hard to say for Ukrainians that actually we adopted something which is not actually adopted. But also there is a couple of countries who are blocking everything. But let's see, it's always like this. But we must put more pressure on Russia and also support Ukraine. This 90 billion what we have decided at the end of the last year, we must release that. We must find an agreement between the member states, because Ukraine needs this money heavily. And the last thing is about the Estonian proposal what we made a couple of weeks ago to create a blacklist for Schengen about Russian combatants. They are very bad guys, and they will come to Europe. And my question is that whether Europe is ready for peace. And we are talking about hundreds and hundreds of thousands of combatants who are now executing all these atrocities. And if the peace is coming one day, they all, or most of them, they will come to Europe. And we are not ready for that. So we need to put them already now to this Schengen blacklist. Estonia started this initiative, and now we are coordinating as well amongst the member states of Schengen. And I do hope as well that the next council will say politically that this is our policy of European Union. So thank you.
This positive issue on the 20th sanctions package. How are you going to convince the likes of Hungary, which seem to be blocking it?
Yes, this is a traditional situation, but be honest, this reason now that Hungary and Slovaks are saying that Ukraine must recover this pipeline, it's not because of Ukraine, it's because of Russia. It's because of Russia. So there is no actually reason why to block it. And that's why we do hope that we'll somehow find a way, because we need to put more pressure on Russia.
Minister, how likely do you see it that it will pass for today or tonight? Because as my colleague said, Kaja Kallas was not sure about this. How likely do you see that it will go through?
I'm not sure as well. But also I'm very practical. Sometimes the European Union is able to make decisions. We have a way, but I don't know. Yes.
Minister, France is proposing talks with Russia. What do you think about this? Might this be like a solution to...
Informal council just a week ago or a bit more amongst our leaders discussed informally that there is no point to find somebody who's going to knock the door in Kremlin and ask what Putin wants to get. We know that. He wants to get all Ukraine, he wants to get Europe as well. So there is no reason now to go and talk. So.
Minister, does Hungarian and Slovakia position help Russia?
Of course, if we are not able to put the sanction on Russia, then Russia will be happy. Okay, thank you.
About the proposition that Mr. Costa could represent the EU in direct talks with Russia
There is no such proposition. So direct talks with Russia is not good for Ukraine right now. Okay, I'm leaving.
Good morning. Yeah, these facts meet at a very, very pivotal moment at the eve of the 4th anniversary of the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine. I was in Ukraine last week for my first time as a commissioner, and I witnessed firsthand the situation over there, the war of terror that Russia is waging against Ukraine. I visited critical infrastructure, energy infrastructure, while we were under raid alerts. We had to go in an underground shelter. I visited hospitals where surgeons are trying to save lives with very limited means. And for all these reasons, it's very important to stay committed. And the EU is committed. We were able to evacuate so far 5,000 patients, severely wounded patients, thanks to Medevac, our UCPM mechanism. We went there with 11,000 generators to keep the infrastructure running. And I think my messages to the minister will be: stay the course, stay committed. It's very important to support Ukrainians in this very important period. And also, when it comes to financial support, we allocate 1.8 billion euros through our Ukrainian energy support facility and 1 billion on emergency gas. I was also in the Great Lakes region just after Ukraine with a clear humanitarian mandate to defend human rights and humanitarian principles. So my objective was to turn humanitarian advocacy into concrete results, to ask for humanitarian access and to protect civilians but also humanitarian workers. I went to Congo DRC, to Burundi and to Rwanda. I met the three presidents and also the representatives of M23 AFC. All of them agreed on the need to respect international humanitarian law, and they committed to work on the accessibility of